Hi, welcome to another episode of TG School of Mathematics. Today we are going to discuss from the question November 2016, metric exam November 2016. So this is part 4 of sequence and series. So those who didn't watch part 1, 2, 3, please watch that one first, then watch these lessons. Okay. Anyway, let's start without wasting time. November 2016, question number 2. Given the finite arithmetic sequence 5, 1, minus 3, etc. So there is an arithmetic sequence given 5, 1, minus 3, etc. And the last terms given 83, minus 83, minus 87. So it is given that this one is an arithmetic sequence. What is arithmetic sequence means? There is a common difference. Okay. So what is the common difference here? How can you find the common difference? 1 minus 5 or minus 3 minus 1. 1 minus 5 is minus 4. What is minus 3 minus 1? That is also minus 4. So you can see that the given one is an arithmetic sequence. Why? Because you can find a common difference. Okay. What is the first question? Question number 2.1. Question number 2.1. What is that question? Write down the fourth term of the sequence. You have to find the fourth term. So which one is the fourth term? This is first term denoted with the T1. This is the second term T2. This is T3. And you have to find what is T4. So it's very easy, it's a grade 10 question. 5 minus 4 or 5 plus minus 4. What is 5 plus minus 4? 5 plus minus 4. That is plus into minus is minus. That means 5 minus 4. That is this 1. So you can see that 5 plus minus 4 is 1. 1 plus minus 4. So what is that one? 1 plus minus 4. So plus minus is minus. So 1 minus 4, that is minus 3. So you can see that next one is minus 3. So how can you find the next fourth term? Here also you can see that this one is supposed to be minus 4 because it is an arithmetic sequence. So minus 3, there you have to be careful. Minus 3 plus minus 4. So what is my plus minus? Minus. So minus 3 minus 4. So the answer is minus 7. So it means that the fourth term is T4. T4 stands for the fourth term. So T4 is equal to minus 7. That's the answer. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Question number 2. This is question number 2.1. And the next one is 2.2. What is question number 2.2? Question number 2.2. Calculate the number of terms in the sequence. You have to find how many terms are here. You can see that 5, 1, minus 3, minus 7, etc. up to 8 minus 87. So in this sequence, there are how many terms? Okay, is it 50 terms or 70 terms or 100 terms? Okay, you have to find how many terms are there. So how can you find that one? This is also grade 10 question. Okay, how many terms? How can you find? How many terms means you have to find the value of n. Am I right? Okay, so how can you find how many terms are here? Since this one is an arithmetic sequence, what is the formula to find the nth term Tn? Tn is equal to, we studied a formula like this, a plus n minus 1 into d. What is this? A stands for first term. What is this? D stands for common difference. So here what is in our question, what is the first term? It is 5. Okay. What is the common difference? It is minus 4. Okay. And what is Tn? What is the meaning of Tn? Tn means the nth term or the last term. Do you know the last term in this given sequence? Yes, we know that it is minus 87. That minus 87 is the last term. So we can substitute the values here. minus 87 is equal to, because Tn stands for the last term or the nth term. In our sequence, minus 87 is the last term. A plus, what is the first term? 5 plus n minus 1 into d. What is d? Minus 4. So we have to find the value of this n. Okay, so how can you find this one? Take this 5 to this side, left side. So here it is positive 5, on the left side it is minus 5. So it is minus 87 minus 5 is equal to, now I am going to expand this bracket, minus 4 into n. Minus 4 into n is minus 4n. Minus 4 into minus 1. What is the answer? Minus 4 into minus 1. Minus 4 times minus 1. That is, minus into minus is positive. 4 into 1 is 4. Now take this 4 to the left side. Here it is positive 4. So on the left side it is minus 4. So what is the answer here now? Minus 87 minus 5. Now take this 4 to this side. So it is minus 4 is equal to minus 4n. So let me write this minus 4n first. Okay, so it is minus 4n is equal to, take your calculator and try to find the answer of this one. Minus 87 plus minus 5, minus 92, minus 92 minus 4, minus 96. Or you can find in your calculator. Okay, so minus 4n is equal to minus 96. So what is 4n? It means that you multiply both sides with a minus. So 4n is equal to 96, and from here how can you find the value of n? You divide both sides with a 4. So divided by 4, divided by 4. So 4 cancel, and n is equal to, what is 96 divided by 4? You can check in your calculator. So it is 214. So it means that the value of n is 24. So what is the meaning of that? 24, there are 24 terms in this sequence. Okay, so that is a question. Look at the question once more. 2.2, calculate the number of terms in the sequence. So how many terms are there? N is equal to 24. That means there are 24 terms. Okay, so that is question number 2.2. Now let's go to question number 2.3. Question number 2.3. What is that question? Calculate the sum of all the negative numbers in the sequence. You have to find the sum of all the negative numbers in the sequence. So this is our given sequence: 5, 1, minus 3, minus 7, etc. up to minus 87. So here the negative number starts from this minus 3. Am I right? So these 5 and 1 are positive numbers. Okay, so our sequence, our new sequence is starting from minus 3. So next one is minus 7. You know the common difference is minus 4. So minus 7 minus 4, that is, next one is minus 11, etc. And the last term is minus 87. So in this sequence, what is the question? Calculate the sum of all the negative numbers in the sequence. So you have to find the sum of all the negative numbers. So what is the formula to find the sum of n terms in an arithmetic sequence? Sum of n terms in an arithmetic sequence. You studied a formula like this: Sn is equal to n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Do you remember this formula? Okay, this is the formula to find the sum of n terms of an arithmetic sequence. Okay, so do you remember, guys, there is another formula you studied to find the sum of an arithmetic sequence. What was that formula? Sn is equal to n over 2 into, do you remember that formula? Another formula, a plus l. What is this? A stands for first term. What is L stands for? Last term. Look at this, our sequence: minus 3, minus 7, minus etc. minus 87. Here we know what is the first term and what is the last term. So it is better to use this formula. Okay, I'm not saying that you can't use this formula. You can use the same formula, this formula also, but you will get the same answer. Okay, but it's easy to use this formula because you know what is the first term and the last term. So I'm going to use the second formula. That's easy for me to get the answer. Okay, so what is the formula that I'm going to use? Let me erase this one. Okay, let's write once more. So our formula is Sn is equal to n over 2 into a plus L. So Sn is equal to, we have to find the sum. Sn is equal to n over 2. N stands for how many terms are there. So in this previous question, do you remember how many terms were there in that question? We got the answer of n as 24. But that n is equal to 24, there are 24 terms in this sequence, the given sequence in the question. Okay, so in that from that sequence, do you remember we exclude this 5 and 1, because in this question we have to find the sum of negative terms. So how many numbers we excluded? 2 numbers we excluded, 5 and 1. So in this sequence, how many terms are there? 24. So from that sequence we exclude these 5 and 1, 2 terms we exclude. So what is now in this question, what is n? 24 minus 2, that means 22. So in this sequence the value of n is 22 divided by 2 into a. A stands for the first term. So don't make mistake here. Don't write this 5 as the first term. No, our new sequence is this minus 3. So it is minus 3 plus, what is the last term? Minus 87. So 22 divided by 2 is 11 times minus 3 plus minus is minus. So minus 3 minus 87 is minus, you can check in your calculator, minus 90. So use your calculator. Answer is 990. So what is the meaning of that? The sum of all the negative terms in this sequence is minus 990. So that is question number 2.3. Now let's go to question number 2.4. Okay, question number 2.4. Please try to read that question and understand the meaning of that question. Consider the sequence 5, 1, minus 3, etc. minus 83, minus 87. Then again this sequence is continuing and they are saying the last term is minus 4187. So that sequence is again after minus 87, it is again continuing up to minus 4187. Okay, so what is the question? Determine the number of terms in this sequence that will be exactly divisible by 5. You have to find how many terms are in this sequence that are exactly divisible by 5. You have to find, listen that question once more, you have to find how many terms are in this sequence that are exactly divisible by 5. What is the meaning of exactly divisible by 5? 25. 25 is exactly divisible by 5. Am I right? Divide by 5 means answer is 5. Okay. 40 is exactly divisible by 5. Divide by 5, you know that it is 8. Okay. 105 exactly divisible by 5. What is answer? 21. Okay, so if a number wants to be exactly divisible by 5 means that the last number must be either 5 or 0. You know that in primary school class grade 6 or grade 7 you studied. Okay, if the last number is 0 or 5, okay, 200, this number is exactly divisible by 5. Why? Because the last number is 0. Okay, here this one is last number is 0, here this one is last number is 5. So if a number to be exactly divisible by 5 means that the last number must be 0 or 5. Okay. Now before I start doing this question, try to understand like this. Here second term is 1. How do I get this first term? You know that the common difference is minus 4. Okay. So second term is 1. So how can I find the first term? That 1 minus 4. I mean, yeah, 1 minus, not 4, 1 minus, sorry, 1 minus, what is the common difference? Minus 4. So what is 1 minus minus 4? This minus minus is plus. So 1 plus 4 is 5. Okay. Third term is minus 3. How do I get the previous term? That minus 3, then minus, what is the common difference? Minus 4. That means minus 3 plus 4. Minus 3 plus 4 means it is 1. That means to get the next previous term, okay, you have to subtract this common difference. Look at one more example. This fourth term is minus 7. How can I get this term? Third term, minus 7 minus, what is the common difference? Minus 4. That means minus 7 plus 4 is minus 3. Okay. So it means that to get the previous term, you have to subtract the common difference. Do you understand? Okay. So don't forget that other one. If a number divisible by 5 means that the last number must be either 0 or 5. Okay. And also this one, to get the previous term, you have to subtract the common difference. Okay. Now look at this last term, minus 4187. Okay. There is no space there, so let me write it here. Last term is minus 4187. Can you say what is the term before this previous term? I already told you. How can you find that one? How can you find the previous term? Minus 4187 minus 4. Am I right? So this minus minus is plus. So minus 4187 plus 4. What is that one? Check in your calculator. Minus 4183. How can you find the next term? To this side. This one minus minus 4. That means minus 4100 and minus minus 4. That means plus 4. So it is 79. How can you find the next term? To this side. This minus 4179 minus minus 4. Check in your calculator. What is answer? Minus 4175. Okay. So I am writing from that side to the here. Okay. So now look at this one. Here this last number ends with 7. So it is not divisible by 5. Next one, last number ends with this number ends with 3. So it is not divisible by 5. This one, it is not divisible by 5 because the last number is 9. But look at this one. The last number is 5. So it means that this number is divisible by 5. Okay. So in this sequence, listen very carefully. In this sequence, which one is the last number divisible by 5? In this given sequence, this 4175, because that's the last number divisible by 5. Why it is divisible by 5? How can you understand? The last number is 5. That means this number is divisible by 5. Okay. So how can we write the term now? Look at this one. First term is 5. That 5 is, of course, it is divisible by 5. Okay. Then what is the second term that is divisible by 5? Look at this one. 5 minus 1, 4. 4 minus 4. 4 minus 5 minus 4, 1. 1 minus 4, minus 3. Minus 3 minus 4, minus 7. So next term is minus 11. Next term is minus 11 minus 4. That means minus 15. Can you see that after this 5, the next term divisible by 5 is this minus 15. So next term is minus 15. Okay, etc. Now we know the last term divisible. Last term is this one in the given sequence, but that one is not divisible by 5. So you have to find which one is the last term divisible by 5. We got minus 4175. So minus 4175 is the last term divisible by 5. So look at once more. Now you can see that 5 minus 15. How can you find the next term if you want to find? So you have to find, there is no need, but look at this one. Minus 15. What is the next term? Minus 19. Next term. Minus 19 minus 4. That means minus 23. No, it's not divisible. Minus 23 minus 4. Minus 27. No, still not divisible. Minus 27 minus 4. That means minus 31. Still not divisible. Minus 31 minus 4. Minus 35. Look at that one. That one is divisible by 5. That means after, if you want to write one more number, that is minus 35. So that is a next, after this minus 15, the next number is minus 35. That is divisible by 5. Minus 35. So okay, anyway, so that is the new sequence. 5 minus 15 minus 35 etc. and the last term is not minus 4187, it is minus 4175. Okay. Okay, so now let's go back to our question. What we want to find? We have to determine the number of terms in this sequence that will be exactly divisible by 5. You have to find the number of terms in this sequence exactly divisible by 5. So this is the sequence that is divisible by 5. So it means that in this sequence, how many terms are there? That is what you want to find. Okay. So look at this sequence. What type of sequence is this one? 5 minus 15 minus 35. Look at this one. What is minus 15 minus 5? Minus 15 minus 5. What is answer? Minus 20. Am I right? Okay. Then here it is minus 20. What is minus 35 minus 15? So we can see that this minus and minus positive. So that is minus 35 plus 15. Minus 35 plus 15 is, again it is minus 20. Okay. So here also when you subtract, you are getting minus 20. That means this sequence is also a arithmetic sequence, an arithmetic sequence. Okay. So now we have to find the nth term of, not nth term, you have to find how many terms are there. So we did a similar question before. To find the how many terms are here, we know this is since this one is an arithmetic sequence, what is the formula to find the nth term? Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So we know what is Tn. Tn stands for the last term. So what is the last term here in our sequence? 4175. So minus 4175 is equal to a plus, what is a here? It is 5. Okay. So 5 plus first term n minus 1 into d. In our sequence, what is d? Minus 20. Okay. Don't take this minus 4 as common difference, because we got another sequence from that given sequence that are divisible by 5. So in this sequence, what is the common difference? Minus 20. Okay. So this is minus 20. So from here we have to find the value of n. How many terms are there? Okay. So how can you find the value of n from here? Take this 5 to this side. That means minus 4175 minus 5 is equal to, expand the bracket. So how can you expand? Minus 20 times n, that is minus 20 n. Minus 20 times minus 1. Minus into minus is positive. So it is positive 20. Now what is the next step? Take this 20 to this side, left side. So it is minus minus 4175 minus 5 minus 20 is equal to minus 20n. I took this 20 to the left side, so it is minus 20. So take your calculator. I wrote this minus 20n here. Now take your calculator and try to find the answer of this one. Okay, it is minus okay, I think it's minus 4000 minus 25, so it is minus 4200, minus 4200. So divided by, so now both the sides we have to divide with the minus 20. We have to find the value of n. Okay, so minus 20, let me write once more, minus 20n is equal to minus 4200. So I am going to divide both the sides with the minus 20 divided by minus 20. So this minus 20 and this minus 20 cancel. So it is n is equal to, minus by minus is positive. So this one is 0, 0 cancel, or you can use your calculator, no problem. Okay, so it is 210. So what is the meaning of that? There are 210 terms in this sequence that are divisible by 5. Okay, so value of n is equal to 210. It means that in this sequence, our new sequence, the numbers that are divisible by 5, in that sequence there are 210 terms. So guys, that is question number 2.4. Now we have to go to question number 3. Okay, question number 3.1. The first 4 terms of a quadratic number pattern are minus 1, x, 3 and x plus 8. So the first 4 terms, minus 1, x, then 3 and x plus 8. These are the first 4 terms of a quadratic number pattern. So it is given that this one is a quadratic number pattern. Okay, so immediately in your mind it must come, quadratic number pattern means second difference are the same. Okay, now what is the first question? Calculate the value or values of this x. You have to find the value of x. How can you find? You did a similar type of questions. You have to find the second difference, and you know that the second difference are the same or equal. Okay, so what is the second difference here? What is this one? X minus minus 1, x minus minus 1. So x minus minus is plus 1. So here the first difference, x plus 1. Then next one, 3 minus x. Next one, x plus 8 minus 3. So 8 minus 3 is 5. So it is x plus 5. Okay, so next one is x plus 5. Now we can try to find the second difference. What is the second difference? 3 minus x minus x plus 1. Okay, so some of you have a tendency to write all the steps here. Okay, just avoid the step. You can write on the right side, no problem. Okay, so just to avoid confusion, you just write the final one here. Okay, but it is must that you must show the calculation. How do you get this answer? Okay, so what is the answer for that one? 3 minus x minus x plus 1. Is it correct, this one? If I write like this, is it correct? No, it is not correct. It is wrong, because this minus is common for both of these ones. So you must put a bracket. Okay, so 3 minus x minus x, minus into 1 is minus 1. So what is this minus x minus x? Minus 2x. 3 minus 1 is 2, minus x is minus 2x. So what is the answer? 2 minus 2x. So this one is 2 minus 2x. Similarly, we have to find x plus 5 minus 3 minus x. So x plus 5 minus 3 minus x. So let's try to find that one. X plus 5 minus, look at that one, I opened a bracket because that minus is common for both these, 3 minus x. So it is x plus 5, expand the bracket, minus into 3 is minus 3, minus into minus x, that is plus x. Minus into minus is plus. So here x plus x, what is x plus x? 2x. So it is 2x, 5 minus 3, that is 2. So here you can see that the second difference is 2x plus 2. So what you studied in your class, if it is a quadratic sequence, the second difference are equals. What is the meaning of that? This 2 minus 2x is the same as this 2x plus 2, because it is given in the question that this one is a quadratic sequence, and what we know, the second difference in a quadratic sequence are same. So what we can write next step? Next step we can write, it implies that 2 minus 2x is equal to 2x plus 2. Why? Because the second difference are the same in a quadratic sequence. So now just try to solve this one. Take this minus 2x to the other side. So it is, and this 2 to this side. Okay. So 2, this plus 2 to this side, it is minus 2 is equal to 2x. Now this minus 2x to the other side, right side. So it is going to be minus, going to be plus 2x. So what is 2x plus 2x? 4x. What is 2 minus 2? 0. 0 is equal to 4x, or 4x is equal to 0. So what is x? X is equal to 0 divided by 4, or both sides divided by 4. Anyway, 0 divided by 4 is 0. So what is the value of x now? X is equal to 0. So the value of x is 0. So what is the sequence now? Minus 1, 0, 3, 0 plus 8, that means 8. Okay, so the sequence is going like that. Okay, so this is what we did in this question 3.1.1. this is question number 3.1.1, sorry. So this is what we did. First we find the second difference, and we know that the second difference are the same, so we equate that one and try to find the value of x, and we got the value of x as 0. Okay, so that is question number 3.1.1. Now we are going to question number 3.1.2. okay, next question, question number 3.1.2. 3.1.2. what is the question? If x is equal to 0, determine the position of the first term in the quadratic number pattern for which the sum of the first difference will be greater than 250. That's a little bit complicated sentence construction there. Before I go to that question, try to understand. I'm going to explain something here. Okay, so first you try to understand that one. Okay, I'm going to write a quadratic sequence just for an example, not this our question. This is another example. Okay, so let's say 2, then 5, 10, 17, 26, etc. So 2, 5, 10, 17, 26, etc. Okay, so what type of sequence is this? This is a quadratic sequence. How do you know that? Try to find the first difference. What is the first difference? 5 minus 2, that is 3. 10 minus 5, that is 5. 17 minus 10, that is 7. 26 minus 17, that is 9. What is the second difference? 3 minus 5, 2. 7 minus 5, 2. 9 minus 7, that is also 2. That means this one is a quadratic sequence. Okay, listen very carefully, very carefully. Which one is the quadratic sequence here? The given one. This one is the quadratic sequence. Okay, which one is the first difference? This one is the first difference. Am I right? Okay, and this is the second difference. Okay, I don't mind this one now. This is the first difference. Okay, so let me erase that second difference. We don't want that one now. Okay, so listen once more. Which one is the quadratic sequence? This given one. Okay, and which one is the first difference? This one. Okay, so in this first difference, 3, 5, 7, 9, what type of sequence is that? Arithmetic sequence. Am I right? Because there is a common difference here. So this first difference is an arithmetic sequence. So don't forget that. Just a recap. What is the formula to find the sum of an arithmetic sequence? Sn is equal to n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This is the formula to find the sum of an arithmetic sequence. Okay, so leave it there now. Now here I want to find what is the position of this quadratic sequence when the sum of this first difference is greater than 15. What is the position of the first term in this quadratic sequence where the sum of this one is greater than 15? Listen my question very carefully once more. What is the position of this quadratic sequence where the sum of this first difference is greater than 15? So look at the first difference. This is the first difference. 3 plus 5, 8. 8 plus 7, 15. Okay, so when it is here, it is 15. Okay, so now look at the quadratic sequence. This is the first term where the sum is 15. Am I right? Okay, so look at this one. 2 plus 5, 7. 7 plus 10, 17. That means already the sum is greater than 15. So what is the first term in the quadratic sequence where the sum is 15? That is this 10. Do you understand? Listen once more. Question is like this. What is the first term of this quadratic sequence where the sum is greater than 15? What is the first term of this quadratic sequence where the sum of this one is greater than 15? So where is this 15 lies? 3 plus 5, 8. 8 plus 7, 15. 15 is here. Okay, so now look at this one. This one, 2 plus 5, 7. 7 plus 10, 17. That means it's already greater than 15. That means which one is the first term? This 10 is the first term in the quadratic sequence where the sum of this one greater than 15. Okay, so like that in this question. Now we have to go back to our question. Okay, so let's go to our question. If x is equal to 0, do you remember previous question we already got the answer for x as 0. Okay, so if x is equal to 0, determine the position of the first term. So let's try to substitute the value of x as first term. Minus 1, then x is 0, then next term is 3, 0 plus 8, x is 0, 0 plus 8 is 8, etc. What is the first difference? 0 minus minus 1, 0 minus minus, that means 0 plus 1, that is 1. 3 minus 0, 3. 8 minus 3, 5. You can see that that one is also a arithmetic sequence. Am I right? 1, 3, 5, 7 is an arithmetic sequence of common difference 2. Okay. So here in this question, determine the position of the first term in the quadratic sequence. This is the quadratic sequence and this is the first difference. Okay. Determine the position of the first term in the quadratic sequence where the sum of the first, for which the sum of the first difference will be greater than 250. Okay. So what I am going to do is, I am going to check when is at what value of n the sum is 250. Okay. At what value of n the sum is 250. That means I am going to find the value of n here where the sum is 2. Sum gives us 250. Okay. So what is the formula to find? This is an arithmetic sequence. So what is the formula to find the arithmetic sequence sum? Sn is equal to n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay. So what is the sum? I am going to find which term gives the sum as 250. So Sn means that is sum, that is 250 is equal to n over 2 into 2 into a. What is first term? 1. 1 plus n minus 1 into, what is the common difference here? 3 minus 1, that is 2. Okay. So 250 is equal to n over 2 into 2 into 1 is 2 plus, expand the bracket, 2 into n is 2n, 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. So this 2n and minus 2 cancel. So what is this one? 250 is equal to n over 2 into 2n. So here you can see this 2 and this 2 you can cancel. What is remaining? N times n. So it means that 250 is equal to n times n is n square. So n is equal to root of 250. N square is equal to 250. That means n is equal to root of 250. Check in your calculator. Root of 250 is root of 250 is 15.8. 15.8. So it means that when is the sum 250? When n is equal to 15.8. 15.8 means we can't say 15.8 the next term, that means 16. Okay. So it implies that n is equal to 16. So n is equal to 15.8. So we want to find n is equal to 15.8 means the sum is 250 when n is 15.8. So sum is greater than 250 means n is equal to 16. So what is the meaning of that one, guys? Here when you add this arithmetic sequence, when the sum is 250, when the sum of this one is 250, the value of this quadratic sequence, or how many terms are here, the value of n is 16. That means there are 16 terms you have to write here in this quadratic sequence. Then only you will get the sum of this one is more than 250. That is the exact meaning of that. You have to write 16 terms in this quadratic sequence. Then only the sum of this one, if you find, you will get more than 250, or 16th term gives you more than 250. Okay. So that's the answer.